Hey, happy Tuesday morning, everyone. Welcome back to Morning Musings. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. I want to give a big shout out to David Hillary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can't see it now. It's on the shelf behind me. You'll know what I'm talking about, all right? So anyway, I appreciate that so very, very much, and thankful for the helpful thank you for the helpful article also that you sent along. So again, thank you, David Hillary. Well, we are currently studying the doctrine of the man of sin. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. John Hagee tells us that the man of sin will be revealed. He's already alive. Now, as I pointed out, Hal Lindsey said in the 1980s, Countdown to Armageddon, that the man of sin was alive back then. Tim LaHaye in the 1970s said the man of sin was alive. Well, he's getting kind of long in the tooth if he was alive then and just waiting to be revealed. All right, so this concept about the man of sin being alive at different points of time in history, just waiting to be manifested, has no merit in the Bible whatsoever. As I pointed out to you in the last segment, the word revealed means fully known. You know, it's kind of like you're drawing back the curtain on someone who is there. So, linguistically, you just simply cannot argue that the word revealed has to do with the man of sin being present somewhere, known by somebody, but not manifested yet. Just doesn't work. Well, okay. I want you to notice that Paul in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, as he speaks to the Thessalonians about the man of sin, he says in verse 5, "Do you not remember that when I was with you, I told you these things?" I want you to ask yourself this question. If Paul knew, understood, realized through inspiration that the man of sin was someone that would not be born, would not be revealed, would not work his horrific work for some 2,000 years, why is it that Paul made it a point to tell those Thessalonians 2,000 years ago about that man of sin? Why did he tell them that he was already at work? Why did he tell them that the restrainer was already holding him back? Look, if Paul was telling them about events thousands and thousands of years removed from their day, why would they have to be concerned about it? But watch this. Paul said he was already alive, already at work. Now that already at work correlates perfectly with the fact that the Thessalonians were being persecuted at that very time. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, Paul gave thanks for their patience, for their steadfastness, for their faith in the midst of the sufferings which they were right then, 2,000 years ago, enduring. Well, where was that persecution coming from? According to Acts chapter 17, it was the Jews instigating that persecution. According to 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, 14 to 16, it was the Jews. So if the Jews were the ones that were already instigating the persecution from which the Thessalonians would get relief at the coming of the Lord, and if that coming of the Lord would be in judgment of their persecutors, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 5 and 6, and if their persecutors were related to the man of sin who was already present but not fully revealed, already working but not fully manifested, then does that not give us direct insight into the identity of the man of sin? Look, folks, you cannot divorce the man of sin and the persecution that he would bring from Paul's warnings about what was going to take place in their lifetime, in their day, in 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. Day of the Lord, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. Day of the Lord, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, persecution, relief from persecution at the day of the Lord. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, persecution at the hands of the man of sin destroyed at the day of the Lord. These are not two totally separate events, separated by millennia. We must observe audience relevance. And you know, when we do, we will see such marvelous parallels between what Jesus taught in Matthew 24 and 25 and what Paul taught in 2 Thessalonians. And we'll take a look at that on the flip side. In the meantime, if you want more on the correlations, okay, if you want more correlations between what Paul said in 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, showing that they're exactly the same coming, the exact same issues, the same exact time frame, get my book, We Shall Meet Him in the Air, The Wedding of the King of Kings. Go to my website, eschatology.org or bibleprophecy.com. Order the book. Make a note informing me that you saw the offer on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll refund your shipping. That will save you $5. And once again, don't forget Preterist Pilgrim Weekend coming up July 14th through the 16th. Listen, you can subscribe to watch this on your own computer free of charge. Go to bibleprophecy.com. And on the PPW 2016 tab, just follow the links and you can register free of charge. You don't want to miss this event. All right? Well, thanks again for joining me for this morning's Morning Musings. We will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, on the flip side. Join us then.